Kaiama local government in Kwara, looking at the Kwara killings. He's a very busy man. Of course, they have an assignment they have to get to, so would be very short and straight to the point with the chairman. But let me give you some background before I introduce the chairman to you. As we look at the recent events in Kwara State, a place historically described as peaceful, stable, insulated from the insurgency storms battering other parts of northern Nigeria, that illusion has been shattered because of what happened in Kaiama local government area this past week. It is not a clash, like we always would say. It's not banditry as usual. It's not one of those things that would wish away. It is a massacre. Armed militants stormed Woro and Nuku communities, opening fire on residents in coordinated attacks. Initial reports feared that over 100 people were killed. The Kwara state government since confirmed that at least 75 people have died. Dozens were injured. Families were wiped out. Survivors fled into the bush, some climbing trees to escape gunfire. Women were abducted. Homes were burned. Security sources say the attackers are linked to extremist elements operating around the border forest with ideological ties to jihadist factions in a wider Sahel belt. Now, this is happening within a border, within a broader wave of bloodshed. This is not the normal. Normally, you would just see they'd come and kidnap people and kill the others. But we hear that most of these people that were killed were Muslims. In a recent coordinated attack across northern Nigeria, 271 people were killed, 253 were abducted. So the question now is Kwara becoming Nigeria's newest terror frontier? What exactly has made it become that way? What failed? Is it intelligence, local security, or governance? Well, let's bring in my guest. My guest is the local government chairman for Kaiama. Thank you so much, Honorable, for joining the conversation. Honorable Abubakar Abdullahi Danladi is the chairman of Kaiama local government. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon.
Yeah, quickly, paint a picture of what exactly happened. I think you're in a very noisy place and we'll try as much as possible for you. We would like for you to reduce the noise so we can hear you clearly. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Abubakar Abdullahi Danladi, the Executive Chairman of Kaiama Local Government, Algon Chairman of Kwara State. What happened in my local government is quite unfortunate. Nobody expected it. And a letter was written by the extremists. They wrote a letter to the village head of one of my villages called Woro village. Mm-hmm. They wrote a letter on the 6th of January that they are coming to preach in his terrain, himself and Lufu village. He brought the letter to the Secretariat and the Emirate Council. The Emirate Council called my attention. I called the security agencies. They came, we met, and they resolved that we should send military men and the forest guards, newly recruited forest guards, to the village on Friday. Friday, they went there, and the people didn't come for the preaching. And in another village, 3-4 days later, they succeeded in preaching in another village. That village where they mentioned that they said they're coming to Woro to preach, and the village head of Woro invited security agencies to come and block them from coming to preach. And that they will come, even if we bring battalion to the village, they will come to do their preaching. Not until last Tuesday, when we saw them, they came into the village and started shooting periodically, and they start killing our people. Thank you.
Wow. So the idea or the message was that they were coming to preach, not necessarily coming to kill. But how did you know that they were not preachers? Is it because they sent a letter?
Yeah, they sent a letter and then they were coming to preach for our people, our youth to accept their faith. And the village head said no, they shouldn't come to his village to come and preach. So that was the argument. That is the offense the villagers have committed.
So far, I mean, it's we're in a new week. What's the confirmed number of deaths so far from that attack last week?
Well, after it happened that Tuesday, Wednesday morning, we rushed there, and the deaths we recorded that same day that we could pick and go and bury, dominantly they are Muslims. And at 75, at that time, we counted the cops.
So that 75 hasn't changed until today. It's still 75 people.
No, the 75 must have to change because at the bushes of the village, surrounding village, the people went around to surround the village. So those running out of the village to escape for their life, they've been gunning them down. So it was later they were picking corpses in the bushes and they're burying them.
And so the bodies that you buried in the bush, do you have a number, a round figure so far?
Well, I can't give you the number so far. They didn't bury them in the bush. They brought them to burial grounds. Honestly, I can't give you any other tentative number except the one I saw with my eyes, and I assisted in burying them. Mass burial we did for them.
Were there security operatives that were also attacked? Was any security personnel killed? Were there any abductions? Or was everybody killed?
Well, not everybody. Some people were able to escape narrowly. We have 7 people hospitalized. That's 1. 2, the village health, who is their offender. They came to his house. When they went to his house straight, and when they get to his house, they asked of his car keys, and he was able to escape through the back door. And the wife gave them the car keys. They moved the cars away from his house, and they picked his children who just graduated from medical school, then a male and a female. They brought those ones out and gunned them at the frontage of their father's house.
Oh my God!
His wife and other children were adopted in his vehicles, and some other villagers were adopted. And I cannot tell you the number of those that were adopted so far. So good. He was able to escape really, but he lost his 2 children. Having said that, after they could not see him in his house, and without announcement, they went to his family house where his mother lives, and they killed about 10 people in that house. It is the mother, the aged mother is there, about 100 years. That one was saying, kill me too. And they didn't touch her. She's there up to now to speak. But they were able to kill another 10 people in his family, aside from his biological children in his house.
You told us that you had a letter which obviously informed you, and you in turn informed security operatives and forest guards. At what point do you think that your guard was let down for these people to come and attack? Because if you had intel, you should have been able to continuously make sure that that particular area was on guard. What happened? What do you think happened for these people to have been able to come across and kill so many people?
Yes, normally we have less security agencies in our place, and then we have to prioritize them. The letter was written on the 6th of January, and look at when they came. So they came when everybody has even forgotten the people written letter they are coming. So the security agencies are not enough. They have to start gathering here and there, and before they could reach the scene, they've done their needful and they left. And before I forget, they had an aircraft moving around, so they now hide their.
Sorry, they had a what?
There was an aircraft.
Operated by who? Operated by who?
We don't know who was the aircraft. We are investigating. They are investigating the Air Force to confirm if they own the aircraft. And they hide. They left the village to go and hide their heads somewhere until the aircraft have left. before they could come back. That time, the villagers are out, more numbers, to come and see how many deaths were recorded because they thought they are gone. So, at the end of the day, people came out and they were shooting periodically when people are out to come and sympathize on the decks.
That's interesting. That's a twist I didn't see coming. So they went to hide from the aircraft. Do you think the aircraft was conducting a surveillance of sorts? And so nobody knows what the aircraft was. Do you know if it was a U.S. military aircraft? Do you know if it was the Nigerian military aircraft? I mean, no information whatsoever, and they're flying in your state?
Yes, they don't know. I don't have any idea. We have an Air Force base in Kanji, Air Force training base in Kanji. These are very close to us and very close to the village. That's another local government in Niger State. So we don't know where the aircraft are coming from. We don't know where the aircraft came from. But they themselves are scared of that aircraft because they don't know what aircraft is it, so that they will come and bomb them. So they hide their faces. When people are out to sympathize and see the corpses recorded, there again they started shooting those people aside.
How long did it take for security agencies, whether it be the army or the police, to get to the scene of these attacks? Because I mean, someone must have been able to, escape and give information or call via telephone. Did you get any information whatsoever?
Well, when the security agencies were going there, the same people planted bombs along the road, which has taken one trailer. It was at night. If the security agency want to move at night, they don't know what the plans of the bandits. They don't know what they might have done on the main road. So everybody was careful, and eventually a trailer was bombed. On the bomb they planted, it was the trailer that was able to be picked by the bombs, and the trailer is burned to ashes. The governor saw it when he went for visit.
Interesting. As we speak now, how safe is that community or the two communities that were attacked going forward? Because I know you've also said, I spotted the fact that you don't have enough security operatives. You are stretched thin. Yeah. So how do you intend to protect these communities after the attacks and several other communities that might also be a target because they had gone to other communities to preach, as you said? And now then, of course, so let me know, what is the plan going forward? Because it's not enough to say people were killed, we sympathize with the family, we're calling on federal government. What are the contingency plans that you have on ground to protect people again from further attacks?
Mr. President has given us a battalion in Kaiama as we speak. And one of the have nothing less than 300 soldiers now. Police, the city just called me this afternoon that about 210 policemen have been drafted to go to Kaiama axis, and we have about 100 vigilantes who are now armed for them to confront these people when the need arises.
And what exactly? I mean, 300 soldiers, is it enough to cover all these communities across, not just your local government, but across Kwara? Secondly, as the governor paid a visit to those communities, what exactly it's not enough for him to just go there and say that he feels their pain, but what do you think would make the average person in these communities in Kwara State to feel safe?
Yeah, he has formed a committee that will look at the needful, and the governor, I have to commend him. He slept in that village that night. And he concentrated with us, and then he has given the needful. The Nama and Sama are working tirelessly, and we have an IDPO camp to make sure those that lost their houses are given a shelter, feeding them 3 times in a day. The governor has made that effort, and here we go. The vice president came for a courtesy call, for a condolence visit, and there are a lot of promises from the government, and the governor is following up to say how we have peace to return to Kwara, not to Kaiama alone, brothers in Bauchi and other local governments in the state. Thank you.
Finally, before I let you go, in 40 seconds, how do you think that Kwara, that used to be one time a very safe community, got to this point where you have to deal with terrorism?
Well, it's the act of God, and whatever happened to us as Muslims, we always believe it's from God.
So do you think that it's God that wishes that your people be slaughtered in broad daylight?
No. When it happens, this one has happened, it is left for us now to protect ourselves more and more and more and more. It's an eye opener. Everybody has to make sure he protects his community, even at the village ends, and everybody should be security conscious to make sure the needful are done.
Okay. I want to say thank you to the local government chairman of Kaiama, Abubakar Abdullahi Danladi. Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, Lagos, we'll go for a quick break. When we come back from the break, the phone lines will be open. Take note of some of the things that he has said. How do we plug these loopholes? Because there seem to be a lot of I don't knows in this conversation. But we will be right back after this break.
Hot Facts with Maryann Okon. We'll be right back.
Understanding Nigeria starts with asking better questions. Hard Facts on Nigeria Info, the nation's #1 top news and sports radio station. Let's talk.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Guy, I think I met the love of my life today. Oh yeah, drop this cheese as it is. I was about to talk to her when she entered the bus.
Yeah, sad that you didn't talk to her.
Which guy? I followed her into the bus.
You almost had me.
Of course, I was going to sit next to her when one old baba looked at me. So I had to give up my seat.
Which kind story be this now?
So I decided to write a note.
Finally, victory.
But wind blew it.
Instead of you to go closer.
Trust me now. I did. You know, as soon as someone else stood up beside her, I swiftly sat beside her, checked my breath and all. Anyways, guess who has a date tonight?
Enjoy confidence to go closer with Close Up that gives you lasting fresh breath and full antibacterial protection, because in life, closer is better.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise with a shutdown with a new flavor from Five Alive. Five Alive mango with a sweet past gist for corner. Oh yeah, make we loud down. Five Alive mango don't land. New refreshing Five Alive mango flavor. Grab it, taste it, loud it.
Hello, guy. I beg if you want me urgent 2K.
Asa, why you go dey dull like this when Premier Cool they give 10,000 people 10K back to back?
You mean
I go lie for you. Everything they start with Cool. Just buy the 110-gram Premier Cool Ultimate or Black Soap. Unwrap them. Enter the code for Pampi. Thinking straight.
Say less. I dey go buy my own.
Not dull yourself. 10,000 people go win 10,000 naira. Just buy, unwrap, enter your code and win instanta.
Freshness where they pay you back. Everything they start with Cool.
In life, the more successful you become, the more you realize that there's always a key factor that helps make success happen. Just like a seed becomes a tree with the support of the right soil, and the bridge stands tall because its pillars hold it up. Lasting success happens when the right things work together, like you and the reputable partner with the right expertise. Get Value Alliance Asset Management Solutions today, and let's grow lasting wealth together. Visit www.valuealliance.com to get started. Value Alliance. We grow with you.
Okay, let's do some value jet math. Take one dependable airline with a reputation for reliability. Add 2 exciting West African destinations, Accra and Banjul. Multiply by countless cultural experiences and breathtaking views. Divide by the consistent service ValueJet is known for. And what's your answer? The right formula for your next trip.
ValueJet connects you to West Africa with new routes to Accra and Banjul. Whether it's a business trip, bagging a degree, or a dream vacation, ValueJet will take you there. Book your journey on www.flyvaluejet.com.
Always ready.
ValueJet. Wings for everyone.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Hey, yeah, now Rabbi, with your Rabbi, but it's strong, my mouth is fresh, it clean well, oh, now R.L.P. Strong teeth R.L.P. Fresh bread R.L.P. 24/7 with R.L.P. Strong teeth R.L.P.
Yes, so get your own R.L.P. 130 grams pack now for 1,500 naira. Now Nigerian Dental Association self deal with R.L.P.
Oh, lunch. Guys, I'm going for lunch. Please, put more stew. Nice meal. Ah, my chest.
Suffering from heartburn and indigestion? Try Gesteed. Gesteed is a brand of aluminium and magnesium hydroxide and simethicone. Gesteed is available in suspension and tablets. Remedy for heartburn, indigestion, flatulence, and acidity.
Gesteed, now available in new packs. If symptoms persist after 3 days, please see your doctor. Read leaflet inside.
Millions, 1 billion Naira jackpot up for grabs every single week. There are lots of other amazing prizes. Raffle draw is every Saturday by 8 p.m. on Wazobia TV. So hurry and get them soon. Visit AfriMillions.ng to play now. Create your account and come pick your 6 lucky numbers from 1 to 49. Each ticket costs just 1,000 Naira. Afri Millions, we win together. Players must be 18 plus, licensed by the Lagos State Lottery and Gaming Authority. Terms and conditions apply.
Guy, I beg if you run me urgent 2K.
As how now? When Premier could give 10,000 people 10K back to back, they ask for 2K.
Eh? For real?
I go lie for you. It all begins with Cool. Just buy the 110 grams Premier Cool Ultimate or Black Soap. Unwrap them, enter the code for PAMPay. Boom! Instant 10K.
Say less. I did go buy my own.
Don't miss out. 10,000 people to win 10,000 Naira each. Just buy, unwrap, enter your code, and win instantly.
Freshness that pays you back. It all begins with Cool.
Every meal I cook must taste just right. Rich, delicious, full of love.
We hear you. Your Maggie Star in double cubes. Double the flavor, double the convenience. The same trusted taste you love. Maggie Star double cubes. Made from fermented soya and other selected ingredients for that deep flavor and quality that only Maggie brings to your dishes.
Absolutely delicious.
Get Maggie double cubes today. Me and Maggie, so good together.
Let me tell you the real thing to brag about. Brag about how authentic you are. Brag about your confidence and your vibe. Brag about your style, your energy. And yes, brag about how amazing you smell. Because there is one fragrance that gives you all of that in one bottle. Wazobia perfume.
Oh yes, Wazobia perfume. The same perfume everybody's talking about. See, once you step in with Wazobia perfume, you don't need to talk too much. The fragrance does the talking for you. Be authentic, be confident, be classy. Treat yourself and your friends to Wazobia perfume today. Available as both perfume and body spray.
Get your Wazobia perfume today at any store near you or order online for cotton purchases or to stock Wazobia perfume. Please call 0201 330 0047 or email contact@wazobiacosmetics.ng. Wazobia perfume, the correct scent.
Guy, I think I met the love of my life today.
Oh yeah, drop this G's as it is.
I was about to talk to her when she entered the bus.
Yeah, glad that you didn't talk to her.
Which guy? I followed her into the bus.
Almost had me.
Of course, I was going to sit next to her when one old baba looked at me. So I had to give up my seat.
Which kind of story be this now?
So I decided to write a note.
Finally, victory.
But wind blew it.
Instead of you to go closer.
Trust me now. I did. You know, as soon as someone else stood up beside her, I swiftly sat beside her, checked my breath and all. Anyways, guess who has a date tonight?
Enjoy confidence to go closer with Close Up that gives you lasting fresh breath and full antibacterial protection, because in life, closer is better.
When you dine at that 5-star restaurant, ever tried eating with just one chopstick? When you go on a business trip, do you fly in a plane with one wing? Ever tried clapping with only one hand? Or playing a game of tennis alone? We know your answer is a no, because you know it takes two to tango. So, why not choose a partner that's equipped to complement you?
Get Value Alliance Asset Management Solutions today. Let's grow lasting wealth together. Visit www.valuealliance.com to get started. Value Alliance. We grow with you.
This Ramadan, emotions ignite. Can rival sisters overcome pride? Will a defiant daughter find forgiveness? Can a bride's faith save her husband? A businessman rediscovers family. An influencer chooses between friends and fame. A single mom discovers even strength needs support.
6 stories, 30 days. Faith, family, friendship, food, forgiveness. Tales of Ramadan Season 2. Catch every dramatic moment on TV and digital. This Ramadan, Maggie turns up the heat.
Me and Maggie, so good together.
Have you ever shared unforgettable moments with friends? Of course you have, but are these moments being captured? Let's spotlight these cherished memories on billboards and show the world what they mean to you. Participate by sharing a picture of your memorable moments with your honorables on your social page using the hashtag honorable moments. And don't forget to tag your honorables. Terms and conditions apply. Honorable, brewed with honor.
You want to hear all about it? Welcome to the Talk Station. It's more conversation and more conversation.
And then weeks later, there was a U-turn. Well, there was a coup.
Military arrest 65-year-old woman supplying drugs to Boko Haram.
I mean, if they know where they are, why don't the army go there and destroy the whole of that place?
Why is it only concerned about politics? Bringing everybody into the APC.
Nothing did not take place. Those people are still in the custody of their abductors. Another one has taken place.
As Yusuf dumps opposition for APC. In fact, everybody in Kano has dumped the NNPP.
So Kwankwaso coming out now to say, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that he does know, right?
I don't know what these guys will use to campaign again come 2027.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Hard Facts.
We're still talking about the killings in Kwara State. The local government chairman for Kaiama, where 2 communities were attacked simultaneously, has spoken to us. He spoke to us on the other side of the clock, giving us his own, of course, first-hand information as to what happened in those communities. According to him, they sent a letter weeks before saying they wanted to preach and try to convince the people to turn to their own form of Islam. In his case, the chiefs and the village heads had said no, and they said, well, no matter what they did, even if they sent battalions, that they would still come and do what they needed to do. And weeks later, In fact, when they got the lesson, they had sent people out to protect the area. But unfortunately, they didn't come. Well, when they decided to rest on their oars, they showed up, slaughtered 75 people. The village head's wife and children, I hear from what the man said, were killed right in front of the man's house, even though the village head had escaped from the back of the house. They took his vehicle and kidnapped some other people. As gory as that sounds, there were things that worried me in the conversation. How will people ever be safe? I mean, they continue to go from community to community, and he said the security officials in the state were stretched thin. After the fact, of course, the government has sent soldiers, 300, numbering up to 300. But how are the people going to stay safe? For how long will these soldiers be there? Will they be stationed there forever? And if it's not Kaiama today, it might be another local government. What are the contingency plans? The vice president came and made promises. Oh, well and good. What needs to be done to put an end to this? Because whether we like it or not, it's coming home. At first, it used to be a northern problem. Now it is a Nigerian problem. It used to be a middle belt problem. Now it is a Nigerian problem. At first, he calls it an act of God. That, well, it's happened, but, you know. I put up a tweet on the weekend because I was just thinking about this particular killing and how we're more responsive more reactive rather than being responsive, because these attacks would happen for hours and hours and hours and no one shows up. And that's because if you travel around these communities across the country, you'd realize that the police posts are pretty far from there. And the ones that you find, they have 1 or 2 or 3 police officers. And so securing the people could be a tall order. And yet we have these terrorists spreading in their numbers. Have you tried to drive into the hinterlands of where you stay, for example? Wherever you find the cattle rearers, they have guns. They carry it in the open. I'll play a clip for you tomorrow on the Big 3. Armed. And I'm not saying that they're all of them, but why are you carrying arms in a country where arms are not allowed? I've seen a couple of them. When you travel, and it's not just in the north. Yes. There ain't no Undo. There ain't no Gun. Yes. They're in Kwara. But if you were a victim, or your family members were a victim of the ordeal that the people of Kaiama local government had to endure over the weekend, does the governor's speech and condolence to the people suffice? Does the conversation that I've had with the local government chairman ease your fear? And what is the role of state governors and the federal government in making sure that the people in their domains are safe? We'll talk in a bit. But here's the governor, Abdullahi, right after the killings happened, when he paid a courtesy visit to the community. Take a listen. The audio is not as clear as you'd want it to be, but please pay attention. And when we come back, the phone lines will be open 0201 277 0993 0201 465 7190. This video is courtesy of Arise Television.
So what I shared for 75 of your subjects, I like them in the pictures. The emirate is versatile, and from the information I've been getting, this village refused to succumb to a perverted form of Islamic doctrine. They are lying under your emirate, abiding by the Islamic faith. Basically, they don't want any alteration and with you. So what I shared of 75 of your subjects, I like the market trust. The emirate is versatile, and from information I've been getting, this village refused to succumb to a perverted form of Islamic doctrine. They are lying under the emirate, abiding by the Islamic faith. Basically, they don't want any alteration to go at how they pray to God, or they pray to Allah. And because they absolutely refuse to change the doctrine, the faith, and they were attacked and massacred. It's different from what we used to see, where subjects are kidnapped.
All right, Lagos, let's take your thoughts and your comments on this issue. The phone lines are open. I'm just going to take a few of your thoughts and comment on this issue because I do have a guest that I need to attend to. So let's go. 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Yes. You're not supposed to call the female line. No, you're not supposed to call the female line, Samuel. Hello, welcome to Hard Facts.
Maryann, good afternoon. You have the Tampa from Elasa. Yeah, Maryann.
Go ahead.
If you notice the local government chairman, he said that the people, the bandits or the terrorists, write a letter. And here they came up with few. And we, the country, pretend we have forces, we have government. And here the life of our citizens, over 200 was massacred in a country where there is no war, full-blown war. You see, the Westerners holding down the can apologies for what he speaks about Fulani headsmen, about Fulani terrorists. And that is what led. And it pains me a lot that the persecutor of Nnamdi Kanu, the justice of Nnamdi Kanu is in the West. And yet
so sorry about that. We're going to go on a break, guys. Unfortunately, that's all the calls I can take for now. I have a guest in the studio, and we need to talk about how you can spend your money to make money. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.